Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors control the tap. Lowry. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
To Hayward. Walker. Work it down to Brown. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry to Gasol. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
To Cantor. It's one. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Jaylen Brown. Has a look. He connects off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Screen coming. Lowry. They work it down to Gasol. Jaylen Brown sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Cantor with a shot that won't fall.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. Hayward. Tatum. His first effort off the mark. Lowry with
him by sending him to the line.
Kyle Lowry, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to one. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 4. Good start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks...
Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach hype.
Has a chance. Shot misses there by Smart. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Fred VanVleet. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Marcus Smart. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Lowry into the front court. Leads 5. Short jumper won't go down. To Hayward. It was right there. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Up 5 to VanVleet. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And he dunks it down for 2. To Hayward. 5 seconds to shoot. Hayward. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. And the slam.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Boston with 4 to shoot. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Johnson to Lowry, trying to cash in. The shot by Lowry misses.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
From the painted area, won't go down. Has a look. The jumper's off the mark. That's it for the first quarter. The Raptors have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Boston with the basketball. The drive, right to the basket. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active, and
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Taken by the Raptors.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Lowry for 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Walker with the basketball. Trailing by 11. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Flushes it home.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Great feed. Rim rocker for Norman Powell. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Walker. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lowry into the front.
And what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Walker. Tatum. Can't connect. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Lowry with it. The advantage is 13 points. To Kemba Walker. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Cantor. And he finishes at the rim. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry. Great feed. Sets it up. Cashes in for 2.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished 3rd in the voting for 6th man of the year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Five to shoot for Toronto. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Fred VanVleet. Ball's controlled by Boston. And finishes strong. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time. Moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Marc Gasol. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Defense played it well. Shot no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Long Key from 3/4 court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Raptors were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. The Celtics did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
Great effort makes for great highlights. These guys are playing a relentless style of basketball that really suits them.
Player of the half.
Lowry most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Who was cold?
Tatum laid enough bricks to earn a job in construction.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Hayward. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Lowry, and a pass stolen by Boston.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Hayward. Cantor. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. And a throwdown. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
Marc Gasol. He's now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you... Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Screen coming.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Sizing up the defense. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Gasol. No, I missed a short one there. To Jaylen Brown.
Big pick right there.
To Marcus Smart. The rebound comes down to Toronto. To Van Vliet. Off the assist.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Lowry to Gasol. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Knocks down the first.
Shot, bro.
Two for 2 on that trip.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
Brown with it up top. His guys down big. To Walker. Hayward to Kemba Walker. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Be a little bit of both.
Lowry to Gasol. Count the basket inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Here comes the screen. Gasol with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Kemba Walker has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Give it to him. Kemba Walker not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Powell. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Kemba Walker. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Fred VanVleet to Stanley Johnson. Gasol, good for 2. Great footwork once again.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about it. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get your 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Powell to Gasol. It's Boston with the rebound. It goes down. Desperation shot here from half court. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. It's been all Raptors. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas.
Marc Gasol at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. makes them both. Kemba Walker against a Kentucky product.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right. Nice though. No. Flip.
Tatum. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Down low Gasol. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
First free throw is good. It's a second. One more. Toronto with the basketball to Ibaka.
Defense, let's go.
Surveys the floor to Ibaka. From the painted area, won't go down. And his canter above the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Lowry to Gasol. It's a big finish.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Gasol with the rebound. To Ibaka. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Runner's good there.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Lowry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And count the basket inside.
You know, it reminds together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. Tatum. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. And he dunks it down for two. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Tatum. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Gasol. Won't go. Has a look. Jumper's good.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right-eye dominant. Get that hand.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Jason Tatum, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Celtics come away with it. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Ibaka. That'll get out off the Raptors. Hayward to Walker. Hayward. Textbook defense. Pascal Siakam. To Ibaka. Pascal Siakam. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Fred VanVleet. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Nice pass to get things going.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Shot by Tatum won't fall.
I missed it.
Fred VanVleet has a chance, and he buries it.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
To Hayward. To Kemba Walker. Kyle Lowry with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hayward to Walker. Lets it fly from long range. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
And look, sometimes you don't have it. Tap it off.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The Toronto Raptors play fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
player of the game.
Marc Gasol was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of